Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut 11. This is Kathy speaking, and thank you so much for joining me here. The messenger is here. Let's see what's going on energetically today, the 28th of May of 2024. Let's see what's going on. We are using the Tarot of Dreams today. Okay, so we'll be taking a few messages, a few cards as we are reading the messages. I hope you've had a wonderful weekend. It is Tuesday, as the messenger is usually bringing you messages on Tuesday. Let's see what's going on, as today the moon is transiting through Aquarius. And we've got an amazing air trine, grand trine. We've got the moon connecting over to Black Moon Lilith, and Lilith is connecting to the sun and to Venus in Gemini. And of course, Venus and the sun are in a beautiful trine over to the moon. So a lot to do with air, communication, perception. It is the Gemini season. Happy birthday if you're celebrating your birthday today, as Jupiter is now in Gemini in his fall. He's not strong there, but nevertheless he will bring the wisdom. He is connecting with Venus. Venus is coming up to the sun. We've got some beautiful, very positive aspects. Today is one of the luckiest days that we've been talking about, especially on Patreon. There's a lot of luck in the air. What could be the message? What are the frequencies, the energies that are surrounding us? Saturn is connecting well to Mercury. Saturn from Pisces connecting well to Mercury in the sign of Taurus. This is the green light. The green light for information, maybe a clearing of the air where there was illusion, deception, could be self-deception as well, relative to matters pertaining to the heart, things, situations that give us a sense of security. It could relate to money matters as well, something that we've created. Now we've got the green light, the information is here. It's like the law says, okay, the door is open for business, okay? We're getting down to business. Expect things to happen, information to come in that you may not be expecting. Things that were hidden may be revealed. Mercury in Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus, so information that's going to come in. It could be about love, it could be about money, but it could also bring a sense of happiness. Mercury is coming up to Uranus, so there's a lot of logic, a lot of ingenious thoughts, perception, and ways to clarify, to see what's going on. Let's see, because decisions are being made after having choices. There will be a lot of information movement as the Gemini season is at play. What is the Karma Dharma? What is the Karma Dharma? We have the Empress. She keeps showing up for us recently. Those of you that are not following us on Instagram, do so. We had her, like, was it yesterday? We've had so many cards of abundance, security, all these, today was the Nine of Pentacles. Is very similar to the Empress energies. So I would say that whatever was blocked in the Taurus season, now in the Gemini season, there's like a release, okay, through maybe wrong perceptions, miscommunications, misunderstandings, and people are ready to ask, to be curious on how to move forward on this sense of abundance. We know that the Empress can speak to support. This is Taurus, this is Libra, this is manifestation, luck. You've been waiting for this, you've been patient. That seed is being planted now, it's growing, it's already growing. Maybe the birth has already happened. This could be something that you're creating as well that can bring a sense of abundance and openness, possibly also peace. There is some nurturing, loving energies coming through from a supportive, could be mother, could be a motherly figure. Okay, so the Empress, remember, is a 3. It's all about expansion and growth, and Jupiter connecting really well to Pluto in Aquarius. This can speak to riches or richness of information through communications. We've got Libra, so relationships, partnerships, eye balance. There could also be a turnaround or rewards or payments coming in after some sort of, some sort of justice that's coming through. If you've had any dealings with the law, court matters, you're coming into balance. There's a sense of fairness, possibly agreements. We've got Scorpio and I transform. Big changes. Scorpio, remember, is ruled by Pluto. And beautiful. We've got a 19 and a 20, so there's like a transition. I don't know if you're dealing with someone that's Scorpio, Libra, or on the cusp. You may have planets of your own in these signs as well. Huge metamorphosis. And we've got earth element and stability. That is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. This is about stabilizing a situation. Yes, it could be financial. Yes, it could be emotional. It could be relative to love. Remember, Scorpio is also very much about secrecy. It's huge amounts of money, big, chunky money that comes through from others, from a partner, from a loan, money owed to you from the tax department, whatever this is. Beautiful. Interesting that 38 turns into an 11. So we've got 19, 20, and 11. So this is like an ace. 1, 2, and then 1, 1. Interesting. 1, 2, 1, 1. If we add those digits up, it's a number 4. 4 is the Emperor, and 4 is also stability. Let's see what's at the bottom. We've got 12th house and escape, some sort of a karmic clearing. This is like surrendering. This is like something that you've hoped for, wished for, maybe transpiring. The word escape. The 12th house is a very secretive house, but it's also a house of endings. It's a very karmic house. 12th house is also a very house of solitude, quiet. It does rule solitude, going within. It is a very spiritual house as well. Interesting because we've got the shell here, the cycle. It's like the synodic cycle of Venus. So we are on the 4th of June, we've got a Sun Venus conjunction. So the Venus star point is being formed in Gemini. Look back to 4 years ago, 8 years ago, 12 years ago. What was going on for you? Or there's something to do with the area of roughly the middle point of Gemini. Maybe this is saying like in about 5-6 days, as the sun will be there roughly at the 14th degree, 15th degree of Gemini, where the Venus star point, Venus will be connecting with the sun. Venus is love, prosperity, peace, tranquility, pleasures, and the sun is clarity. It's matters of heart. It's the spirit. It's Venus. Venus right now is being burnt. It's like she's in hiding. She's behind the sun. So there are things that we cannot see because there's too much light, too much heat coming from the sun. She's being burnt. So she's going through a death process and then a rebirth as she will connect to the sun. The sun can also speak to confidence, leadership, right? It could be the divine feminine is taking leadership, is taking control at this time. Of course, the divine feminine is more about recessive yin energy, but there's also a metamorphosis relative to Venus, going from a more masculine energy to a more feminine. I would say that through love, through affection, through nurturing, understanding, patience. My goodness, what's going on here? This card fell on my lap and we've got the Strength card. Leo, confidence, matters of heart, needing to trust, desiring to create, believing that we've got the ability, our higher self, to manifest. Whatever it is we're taking a risk on, we're creating, it can pay off hugely at this time. That escape word says to me that maybe there's been no communication, someone's been in hiding. But remember, the 12th house is an ending to that. After the 12th comes the first house, so new beginnings as we're closing up maybe a 4-year cycle. Maybe. Let's see what's going on, dear Spirit. What's going on? What does the messenger want to bring us today? This is prosperity, receiving the harvest, abundance, luck, expansion and growth. There's a lot of creative energies here. Good partnerships, good relationships, stabilizing. After we've sort of cleared some karma out. Let's see what's going on. What's going on, dear Spirit? I'm going to take a 5-card spread today. I feel called to do that. What is the general energy, the main focus today? We've got the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands, Saturn in Leo. This is like wanting to create, but having had issues, issues with the law, issues with timing. This can speak to power struggles, of course. A group setting, a family setting, an internal conflict. I want to create, I want to follow my heart, but there are responsibilities and things that are stopping me doing that. Responsibilities, work is getting in the way. I want to have fun, I want to create, but there are things that are holding me back. Or it's a time of creating, working very hard to come to a point of success in whatever you're watching this reading for. Okay, so we know that 5s speak to changes. So let's see what is crowning. We have the 2 of Wands. We see 2 doors. 2 doors, 2 portals, which can speak to choices, opportunities. The 2 of Wands is like a card of taking flight. This is Mars in Aries, and Mars is transiting through its home sign of Aries. We're needing to be confident. We've got a lot of fire. We need to know that we hold our own power. We can create through possibly taking a risk, through possibly, and I'm going to say, because Venus is turning from the warrior goddess, she's been more that yang energy. I feel that Spirit is saying we need to take a step back and not rush into something like the ram does, right? To put those weapons, those arguments aside and look at things from a different perspective. Okay, this is like an open portal, 2 of Wands that is crowning this reading, but obviously also choices will need to be made here. I don't know if you're at a physical distance. The 2 of Wands does show distance, physical distance. It's like we're on the verge of a new journey. Possibly choices have already been made as well, which were not easy. Let's see where we're coming from. We've got the 7 of Wands. Like issues. We've got Mars in Leo. There's so much desire and so much fire here. There have been obstacles. It feels as though someone needed to fight, to defend themselves all the time. They had a lot of fires to put out before they could follow their own heart, their own desires. So, wow, there's so much fire here. Fire is creation, it's inspiration. So we go from the seven. From the seven, we've got the five. Five and seven, they're difficult numbers. But then we've also got the two. Choices needing to be made, opportunities, not knowing which way to go, which path to take. Recent past, we've got the Page of Coins. We're studying something long term. Pages are messengers, they're all about education and learning. It's like we're looking at this pentacle and how to make this grow. And of course, pages can be naivety and youth, very youthful energies, playful, but also curious. Let's see what is the possible outcome. And we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess. So we've got Pisces. I would say also Virgo. This is the axis Pisces, Virgo. Nevertheless, she is the moon goddess. High Priestess. Major Arcana number 2. And we've got the Empress, which is a number 3. Now, the High Priestess usually holds that key, which I can't actually see it in this deck. It must be somewhere here, surely. It speaks to the key to all mysteries. So possibly, and of course being Pisces, it's like we're returning to a past situation where there was the inability to understand, maybe because the High Priestess, of course, is the wisdom that we hold within. It does speak to strong intuition as well. A High Priestess can many times be the other woman as well, but also this is the wisdom that we hold within or we receive from a priestess, another, I don't know, it could be an astrologer, a tarot reader. The wisdom that we hold within. Pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to what is returning, what you're returning back to. Because as I said, we are returning back to, and we're looking back at 4 years ago, 8 years ago, and 12 years ago when the Venus star point, so Venus in the heart of the king, which is the sun, which she's going through a death and a rebirth. It could be, and I get the Four of Cups. I get a vision of the Four of Cups, missed opportunities, possibly as well, that it's like returning back to, we see the cycles here. And remember, the moon is also, it's about things that were hidden, possibly also. This could be referencing the new moon in Pisces, in the Pisces season, but also referencing the full moon in Pisces, which is going to be a lunar eclipse, which will be taking place September 18th. Maybe the Empress here is saying, be patient, you're on the right track. Keep creating, keep coming from a place of love. Keep that thought that you're manifesting. Remember that the Empress, for me, she's like a 3 months pregnant woman. Now, she could be pregnant with an idea, with a creation, but also, yes, pregnancy is on the cards, but whatever is being created right now, it will bring that manifestation, that abundance that is promised by this new cycle of Venus. Pisces is a spiritual connection. Pisces, of course, is mutable water, so emotions that mutate, that flow. Remember that Neptune is at the last minutes of Pisces, And therefore it's like a huge ending to a major cycle. Remember that Neptune in his home sign of Pisces has connected really well through a sextile with Jupiter. That was at the 29th degree only yesterday, day before, in Taurus, in a Venus ruled sign. Now we're getting the flow of communication, perception, understanding. Maybe things will be revealed. Pay attention to signs and synchronicities. Something is stabilizing. Now, as I said, it may have to do with relationships, right? Libra is the natural 7th house, but Libra is also a sense of justice. Jupiter in Gemini will bring the truth, will bring a lot of information in. And we know also that when Venus, we don't know, many of you don't know this, when Venus and the Sun are going to be connecting, Mercury is starting to pick up pace and he's going to connect with Jupiter around that 4th, 5th of June. So expect a lot of information, a lot of clarity, and things that you do not expect will and can happen. Now, of course, Uranus and Mercury connecting in Taurus. I don't know if you're dealing with anything, if you're working on something to do with the internet, anything to do with resources, your money, things coming through relative to investments in different currencies, in Bitcoin and things like that. Mercury and Uranus in Taurus, this could be a new beginning that's happening in a Venus ruled sign in Taurus. So there could be sudden ecstatic news that's coming in. It could be quite shocking, quite very similar to Tower moments about things that you're finding out about, but I feel more than likely it's very positive. Whatever you are finding out about, and sudden changes, sudden news that comes in. What's at the bottom? And we've got the 9 of Coins, which came through today on Instagram. This is Venus in Virgo. Now, Venus in Virgo is not in a strong position. She's in her fall. But this does speak to great abundance. This is like the minor arcana of the Empress. 9 of Coins is financially, I know I can stand as an individual. I'm free to do whatever makes me feel happy. This is manifestation. This is abundance. This is solitude as well, but it's also freedom, a sense of freedom, financial freedom. This is freedom from a relationship that you were stuck in. This is having put in the effort, whatever you've given out, whatever you've worked on, because Venus in Virgo means I've put in the effort. This could be a promotion. This could be recognition for your efforts, for your services. I do see peace and tranquility. I do get a sense of solitude. Being at the top can feel a little bit lonely. So I don't know if this is your energy or someone that you're dealing with. We've got Earth here, 9 of Pentacles, so strong Earth. 9 of Pentacles, you're one step before the 10, but 9s are completions, endings, right? And we do see, obviously, Pisces, Virgo energy. Now, I don't know which houses in your chart they rule, but in the natural zodiac, we've got Virgo, which is the house of work. It's the house of service. It's the house of health, practical steps towards our goals, things that we're working on, people that we work with. It rules pets. It rules hygiene and health And Pisces opposite speaks to mental health, psychological health. This is the work, the physical work that we do, which can bring spiritual rewards as well, but also materialistic rewards. Remember, Virgo is a stable earth sign which takes, a step at a time, puts one foot in front of the other. So this does speak to success. I don't know if, because this speaks to spirituality, it speaks to mysticism, right? This could be also your intuition screaming out to you that abundance is around the corner for you. You're stabilizing something, no doubt. And we've got the Magician here, which is Mercury. And Mercury does bring good news in. We've got Gemini, Virgo strongly here. So there's a lot of logic, a lot of communication, a lot of movement, short distance travel. Also the internet, collaboration with others, collaboration within a small group. Also education. There's an abundance of education or information. Remember, the magician is as above, so below. The positive energies that are beaming down on us are bringing a sense of abundance. We've had the most beautiful energies in that second part of May. I love that. Absolutely. Let's take another deck, which I don't usually use this deck. It's very similar to the Sibyllars. I want to get just a bit more information. Now, Venus will enter Virgo in August, in the Leo, end of Leo season, and onto the Virgo season. And of course, August is the 8th month. We could be talking about the 9th month, since it is the 9 of coins. So in the Virgo season, possibly. Remember, the Virgo season is also when we're having a new moon in Virgo. So September 3rd is the new moon in Virgo, and September 18th is the full moon. It's a lunar eclipse in Pisces. So I know there's a lot of Virgos out there, and we've got a lot of Pisces on this channel. So we will start to be affected by the eclipses. They've already been in play. The eclipse of the 18th of September has already been activated, my beautiful friends. So look at the area of Pisces and Virgo in your own chart if you are not a Virgo or Pisces. Let's see what's going on. What is the news? What does the messenger bring us? We've got the King of Pentacles here. Something to do with prosperity. We see that there's a lot of competition here because the King of Pentacles may have fears relative to losing their financial status, their financial abundance. We do see an enemy here that's sort of following him. It's like he wants to take what's his. So there can be a little bit of jealousy. It could be someone that's very careful with their very careful with people that are trying to take off them. And it could also be being careful with their own safety. So laying low. This card is called Treasure. So a lot to do with the abundance of the Empress. We've got a King of Swords. And we also see like, this is like the Hierophant. This is a someone who wears a uniform, King of Swords. King of Swords could be the enemy, could be the rival. If this is a love connection, some of you may be dealing with two different people. I would say whether it's King of Wands or King of Swords. We've also got a King of Pentacles. So they're rivals logically. Now someone is looking for advice. If this is not someone having a rival, then this could be the King of Pentacles seeking advice, either from a priest, from a I don't know, it could be a tarot reader, it could be a spiritual person, a wise man, let's say, an advisor, whoever this is, right? And it could be they could also have issues where legal issues are concerned, because the King of Swords could also be a legal representative. And we've got the prison, illness and surgery. So there is a possibility that there is a lot of worry here. But remember, I'm not reading these cards in reverse. Now, these cards don't really tie in with the reading. There may be, because this card is also called illness, surgery. Now, Mars is on Chiron, and Chiron can speak to surgery or sense of healing. So there's some worry at this time. There is some worry relative to fears, a fear of needing to either go through some surgery, a fear of needing to find a resolution, find a way out of a difficult situation through advice, through possible healing, could be physical or emotional, psychological healing. Because this is a card of solitude, and we've got the 12th house and escape. So I'm thinking that the escape word here could mean that someone is escaping a difficult situation when they least expect it. It's like the protection that comes from Jupiter and Venus. And of course, Venus, that will be in the heart of the sun. So I feel that there's a sudden turn of change. Here it says change for the worst. I would say that this would be in the reverse, because yes, we do see the prison. We do see that there's a door, like limitations, but remember that Saturn is connecting well to Mercury, and we can say also to Uranus, which they were always at each other, right? They were always at war, and we see the card of war here. So there could be a sudden turn, as the positive energies from above will bring resolutions. Mars in Aries is like, I'm going to fight. This is war. But Chiron could be a different way of finding the resolution. Look, Chiron is also the key. So this door cannot stand. This limitation, this imprisoning situation cannot stand, because remember, the High Priestess gives us the key. So my God, this is incredible. Incredible. Let's see emotionally what's going on. What is the potential? Because even the Nine of Coins speaks to freedom. I am my own boss, right? The Empress, she holds a position of power. She didn't get to that throne by chance. So the Nine of Pentacles comes after the Eight. I've put in the effort, and I can stand on my own. I've got the finances. I've got the know-how as to stand alone but be strong, right? I know my worth and my capabilities. Let's see. We've got Metamorphosis. We have communication. And we've got mute. I feel here that the mute would be in the reverse. This is like the ending of the lack of communication, the lack of movement, because some sort of a metamorphosis and an ending has taken place. The communication is like the Eight of Wands, lots of change, movement, right? Possible communication, possible flight, travel. Now, the communication or the key could also be from within. Just like the Mute card is very similar to the Empress for me. So the information could be coming from signs, synchronicities from our higher self as well. Let's see what's at the bottom here. And we've got, again, we've got the victim here. This is like a release and a surrender, right? Because someone is all tied up, but the know-how and the way out of this and the release of an imprisoning situation, or the emotional solitude, physical solitude, I feel is coming to an end. Right? Because this is quiet. This is the 12th house. It's the 12th house and the escape. Grand trine blessings. See? Today we were talking about that grand air trine. So it's all about information, perception. There's the stuck energies. There is the stuck energies. This is like Saturn in Pisces. Saturn in Pisces now will dissolve any boundaries. I got the goosebumps. Interesting. Let's see what the wisdom of the oracle wants to tell us today. Someone is off the hook, I feel here. Someone's blockages and limitations are coming down. Remember that positive thought takes us out of this situation. This is the Nine of Swords. Do not get stuck in your thoughts. Gemini is all about thoughts, but Gemini can also find the resolution and the, especially even with Jupiter there, this is expansion. This is that higher mind, right? It's not only using the our logic, but it's also having that wider perspective. Let's see. Happy. Number 26, which is an 8, the infinity symbol. Something is coming in that will bring happiness. Surely. And we did see also, it is a number 8. Remember we saw the Leo card. I want to read the happy for you. Number 26. Joy and contentment, a sense of fulfillment, a feeling that all is well. Your desires are effortlessly fulfilled now. Find joy in the present moment, whatever is happening, and be satisfied with things as they are. You're free from the shackles of longing and able to experience the liberation, that's a card of liberation, that comes from actually being happy moment to moment, for you have chosen happiness over yearning for it. Now is the time for feeling joy for the sake of joy and experiencing contentment. None of this is because of something outside yourself. Your happiness is a result of your being at one with Spirit's plan for your life. All is well. The tide is in for now. Enjoy playful splashing in it. Now, where relationships are concerned, there are moments in a relationship when you just feel good about whom you're with, and you know that your heart is wide open to befriend, to love, and to care for another without wanting anything in return. This is the kind of happy that you just want to share. The appearance of this card in a reading tells you that joy and contentment are here now, not somewhere else or off in the future. The grass is greenest right where you stand. Be grateful and delight in your relationship. And if you're seeking one, be happy now. Happiness attracts more of itself like bees to honey. And where prosperity is concerned, this is a time to take pride in your accomplishments. You're doing good work, providing exceptional service, Virgo energy, and are well compensated for it. The world rains gratitude upon you, and you're happy with the results of your efforts and creativity. Isn't it amazing to consider all that you have done? Remember your partnership with Spirit in this moment too. Your soul has always known you could accomplish anything if it brought you joy. That's beautiful. That is a wonderful, wonderful message, my dear friends. I'm itching just to take another card here, but I just want to take a peek beneath these cards. This is like the Four of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles has been holding back on their emotions or on their money. There's something to do with legalities as well, something to do with contracts. This is a card also of friends with benefits. So a relationship that's not really stable, but that's more, there is friendship there, but there's also the benefits, which could be many things, right? Let's see what this King of Swords is sitting on. So we've got gifts. We've got gifts. This is the growth of money. This could also speak to an expansion where thoughts are concerned. Someone is thinking of sending a gift. This is like the Three of Pentacles, which could speak to collaboration as well. Sometimes it can speak to scattered thoughts, so looking for advice from someone who knows, someone who has got the wisdom. And we've got hope, the card of Speranza and hope, emotional love. This could speak to celebrations, a possible party, thoughts of celebration, thoughts of emotionally checking out of something that did not make us happy, and therefore moving towards emotional balance with someone. This could be also emotionally, or even thoughts of travel. We see the ship in the distance coming in. It's like the gifts are on their way in. This is a card of love as well, my dear friends. So let's take a message from the chocolate cards. This is by Rosie Shalhoub, and they're the chocolate message, the Lover's Chocolate Message cards. Let's see what Spirit advises. Whatever is going on, at somewhere there will be some happiness. I forgot, I said I wanted to take the High Priestess. I want to take a couple of cards on the High Priestess here. I need more clarity on the High Priestess. Remember the key that is from within. Yes, this could speak to you connecting spiritually with someone, expecting news to come in. Let's see what's going on. So we've got thoughts. Yes, some of you are picking up on a particular person's thoughts. This is steps towards financial goals, investments, money paths, open and journeys. This does speak to someone taking action, possibly traveling to a distant place. It's like the path to a reciprocity is also opening up. You need to believe that. And we've also got another card of paths. There's profit here. It's like the path opens. You're going to the bank. You're cashing in on some money. This could be a trip for work, and business, which also includes connection with a spiritual other half, and practical goals. It is called the card of profit. So thoughts on money-making ventures could also pay out. All right. This is a card of teaching and learning as well, which is very much the Gemini Sagittarius axis. I don't know, someone could be like a door opening to travel for work, for education, higher education, certification. Let's see. What does Spirit advise today? We have wedding. Oh my God, wedding and family. What a beautiful, beautiful card. This is like, can speak to a contract, but it can also speak to joy, an announcement for a wedding, an announcement for a contract, a new contract, new business deal. A happy family life is around you. Whether you are partnered or single, this card refers to parents, siblings, children, and friendships. You are emotionally and spiritually fulfilled, and love abounds. Live in the moment and seize the day. Carpe diem. Make sure you share the good energy you are radiating with those around you. Your personality is infectious at the moment, and you are helping people who are feeling down without even realizing you are doing so. That would be the Empress energy, I would say, and also the High Priestess. The affirmation is, I enjoy a happy family life. I'm blessed with good family and friends, and I share my love around. So yes, this could also be support from a mother, a wedding announcement, as I said, positive news coming through from family. Someone is planning a wedding. Someone is seeing a relationship as more serious at this time. It's like the path opens. Remember, Saturn connecting well to Mercury opens up the path. It's the green light. Something is stabilizing here, surely. So congratulations. I mean, happy. If today is not a happy day, today, tomorrow, the day after, then I don't know when. Well, I do know when, looking towards the beginning of June. So expect more happiness, more abundance, more prosperity, more positive turns and events that are taking place because of what's going on up there. Up there in the sky is what's reflected to us down here. So congratulations, my dear friends. I'm wishing you well, and I hope that this resonated for most of you. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I am working on the 12 individual signs love readings for Patreon, and do look out for those, my dear patrons, in the next couple of days. So I've got a lot of work on my plate right now. Thank you for your love always. We will do a twin flame. Tomorrow's Wednesday. We will do a twin flame soulmate love reading tomorrow. It will be a quicker one, so do join us. I don't want you waiting. And I'm wishing you well. Namaste, and I will see you tomorrow. So make sure you're with us on the premiere. I will be in the chat with you. Love and light, everyone.